Hey, let me know.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, hi, how you doing? I just had a whole cup of coffee at 9:30 at night, and I'm ready to go. I'm living
Oh,
on 2 hours of sleep, an Oreo, and a Mountain Dew, and I'm ready to fight God or become him.
Oh, he's already
too
God.
much TikTok Ford.
He's already God.
Yes, me and Ford, we're gonna take on God together.
No, I love God. But all right. So, hello. Hi, welcome to Twisted Perceptions. I'm not looking at the chat. I can't see who's saying things. I'm sure Lyrie is there. Hi, Lyrie. How you doing? But hello. Let's before we even jump into the game, let's talk about last week. Let's talk about the game last week. Ramanor, Jesus Christ, you scared all of us.
We're about to die, folks.
That he did.
Say goodbye.
I think you mean Faye. Goodbye.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Okay there, buddy.
You're gonna kill us.
I'm sorry,
going to
Ramanor
kill
is
you.
legitimately. His entire oath is to make sure these things are not on the wrong plane.
It's true. So between Az and Ramanor, who has the higher dex? I believe it's Az.
Ramanor has a +2.
Hold on. Where's her sheet?
I
I
about to
was,
say,
updating
everybody
my
has a
backup
better
sheet
deck.
because she's got +4. She has an 18 dex.
Cool. So looking at our initiative order, it will be the said Fae that you guys will be fighting. It will be Koresh, and then Az, and then Ramanor, and then Connor. That's our initiative order. So so far, guys, it's been a great run for Twisted Perceptions this campaign. I think in terms of just having fun and the storyline, it's been pretty good.
It's been a great run. Can't wait to start off with new characters.
See, this is Ford
You
starting
sound
our
like you're saying
obituary.
goodbye
This
to
is
our
obituary.
characters.
Yeah.
I warned you. Did any of you listen? Absolutely not.
Even Az didn't attack this thing. Okay.
No,
No, it was our big
ain't
friendly
that.
furbolg.
It ain't that. It really isn't that. I just, I wanted to catch how everybody's feeling about the game on stream. Like, we've been having a good time so far, I'm sure. So,
I've just updated my backup character sheet.
Jesus Christ.
That's
So-
how I'm feeling.
Guys, we may have a problem on my end. I've lost Koresh's sheet.
Oh,
That's actually very odd because you should have it in the whatchamacallit.
Hold on.
Say what? Did you
I
ever
have lost.
switch it over from the new one?
No.
That's what you need to do. You need to go delete the original sheet,
Okay, hold
update
on.
with the new one.
I
I
didn't.
got you. I got you.
I don't think I made the new sheet.
I did. Remember?
Oh, right.
I got you. Here's what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Welcome. I am partial tech person.
At least for our shared D&D Beyond account. Not
Hey,
sponsored,
Batman.
but one day maybe.
You're gonna use that command. Put in his name. Yes. Go to the new sheet you find, and then do the Beyond command. I exist here because I'm partially useful.
You are always.
You are
useful.
very useful. Don't even start with that.
all right. So this episode is aptly named "The Collectors." Yeah. So once James gets everything figured out, let us know when you get everything figured out.
I will in literally 5 seconds because I just found the new sheet. We're all going to be good.
All right, sweet.
The one in the
So,
campaign.
I guess we're
Oh,
gonna
sorry. Sorry, guys. He doesn't belong here.
we're gonna go ahead and jump in. So Ramanor, you take your sword and with kind of the flick
Hammer.
of hammer. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. You take your hammer and almost with the flick of your wrist, you pivot it through the table and onto the Fae. The Fae gets knocked back a couple of feet, taking some damage. The Fae stands up and he poses his arms ready to fight you. And as that happens, you see the Fey skin go from like a fleshy golden undertone to becoming a cold blue, almost as if this Fey has frostbite. And from there, it casts hallucinatory terrain.
Oh God.
Immediately, you are
Counterspell.
okay. What level?
Third. That's the only one I can cast it at.
All right, roll me a d20.
The bane of every DM's existence. Counter spell.
And it's with my charisma, so. No.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, it casts hallucinatory terrain. You see Ramonor raise his hand as if he's trying to stop something, but Ramonor, as you go and you try to let the magic leave your fingers, you can feel it stop short at your hand, and the terrain fills the room, and you guys are currently in what seems to be an ocean, standing at an ocean floor. You guys can breathe normally. You're not suffocating or anything like that. Clearly, this is a hallucination. But since you guys just somehow immediately ended up in a sea, basically, I need everyone to make me a Constitution save.
Constitution, you say?
Yeah.
All of you have +3 to whatever you roll.
This is basically
That's
a
not the right
defense,
character.
a defense against getting frightened, becoming frightened.
Yeah, that's
Don't we have a wait? Doesn't Romero have a thing for that as a
Yeah.
paladin for us?
Everyone
Plus-
gets a +3 to whatever
yeah.
you
So
roll.
I have
But
a
it's
9.
frightened. I thought aura. Your aura thing doesn't let us get
And
frightened.
not,
Oh well.
Is it against being frightened?
yeah, it's against being frightened.
Everyone's immune to frightened.
All right, cool. So everyone's immune to frightened. That's fine. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
You don't have to worry about that 9 anymore.
Just-
Oh yeah, you were going to be so frightened, Koresh.
Just
Shutting
don't
himself
leave.
is what would've happened.
Don't leave.
30 feet.
Hold on. No, I think it's 10 currently.
Cars just looks around and just like little bit
Yeah, not leave 10 feet of ramen heart.
lays an egg is what happens.
All right, so
Their
now
gender is a mystery and it shall remain that way.
okay. So the sea underneath you starts to become almost a seafaring cavern as walls grow around you. And as that happens, the cavern tunnels start to shrink in on you, stopping short just at Ramanor's head. And that is its turn. Not Ramonor. Yeah. Wait, no, stupid.
No, it's Koresh.
Koresh, shut up. Koresh, shut up.
Koresh
So-
as Ramonor Connor.
Yep.
Okay, so just in terms of
I'm going
fun,
to pin that so we could always find it. for
the
time being.
man's really just doesn't want his face to be taken today. So what he is going to do is he is going to attack with his rapier and try to slash this bitch across the face and then use a bunch of psychic blades.
Okay, cool. Give me a roll.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So it takes that 6 damage and 1 moment. Where is it?
Oh.
Where
Yeah.
is it? Psychic blades. You take an extra 5d6 psychic damage,
All right, roll me that.
and I use a bardic inspiration for that. So that's
It should be under attack commands. I think it's psychic.
13.
another 13, and then as a bonus action, Koresh is going. Well, actually, for his movement, Koresh is going to fucking get as far back from this motherfucker as he can, and then use his bonus action to inspire Azurus because, you know, I have a feeling the angry one's going to be really good at kicking Feyars, so we're just going to say, hey, If you've been angry at me for fucking days, why don't you take this opportunity to gouge his fucking eyes out rather than mine?
Okay, cool. So as you do, you jump forward and you take your rapier. Your rapier stabs into its face almost, but finds zero purchase. You can tell that your rapier does no damage to this creature. But as you pull out and your psychic blades hit, you can see it takes a little damage from that, kind of going back and forth. From that, give me a wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check, Corish.
Wisdom check?
Yeah, give me a wisdom
I'm
check.
bad at those.
I wanna see it. I wanna see if you know what's happening, why that happened.
Yeah, hold up. Dice gods, give me a 19. No,
Ooh, 2.
that
Okay,
is-
yeah. You don't even know why that happened. You're like, maybe I missed. But you know the psychic blades hit. So from there, we're going over to Az. Your turn.
We're just gonna stab him. He's in melee range?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get to use sneak attack. I think. Hold up.
You got a teammate adjacent.
Hold up. Let me make sure of things so I'll do it right. If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet, is anyone else within 5 feet of him?
Yeah, Ramanor is.
Cool. I get advantage.
Korish and Raminor are actually,
And
remembering correctly.
yeah. Yeah, we're gonna stab him twice. Because I can. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then depending on if the last one hits, we might add a superiority die.
It's 1d10, by the way.
Thank you. Huh. Smack. Well, that
Oh.
first one was a crit. Thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
And the second one was a 22.
And your sunblade does radiant damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. For both of those hit.
I'm gonna use sneak attack on the first one,
Six.
which means.
Okay.
Take another 24 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wow. That's almost
And
100 points of damage.
On the second one, I am adding my superiority die to use the distracting strike maneuver, which means the next attack by an attacker other than me has advantage on the attack if it is made before the start of my next turn.
It's
So
going
next
to
person
take-
after me who attacks gets advantage.
It's going to take a legendary action. 2 actions. It's going to take 2 of its legendary actions. It's going to dodge your second attack. It can't dodge
Okay.
a crit. It can't dodge a crit, but it can dodge
Yeah.
a non-crit. And
So then I will add that superiority die to the first one.
Yep. And then the second legendary action it'll take is water-bound teleporting.
That was max on that. That was max on that superiority die hit.
Sweet.
So
Sweet. It's going to take its water-bound teleporting as its second. So the creature that just hit it, this is my own stat line, okay? A creature that just hit it gets taken with it 30 feet.
Neum. I just
So-
go neum.
So you and this creature goes 30 feet away from your entire team.
Joy.
It has grip of your arm, and he looks you dead in your eyes and says, "I am the Fury," and I need you to roll the Constitution.
You do not get to add my +3.
Damn it.
Ooh, okay. You are immediately frightened. You do not know what is going on. You are terrified, and you are very scared.
Was that just like intimidation? Is that what we're doing?
Ramanor, you're up.
Or is it like a magical effect?
It's a magical effect.
Is it a charm?
No.
Raminor will run up to him.
Cries.
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Cool.
That works.
He's gonna take his 2 attacks.
How long am I frightened?
You're frightened for 1 minute.
Can I save again?
You're no longer frightened.
Yeah, you're no longer frightened though because you're within 10 feet of Robin.
Ready.
You're welcome. That's a 9 to
Can't
hit.
scare me
And a
as long as the
23.
fear bolt's near me.
9 does not hit. 23 does hit.
So that's 13 damage. 4 of that being radiant,
Okay.
if he's vulnerable or anything to that. And then we're gonna add a 3rd level Divine Smite on that.
Wreck that bitch in half,
Is
please.
it an action or do I cast it? I think it's just an action.
Oh wait, wasn't
I
Ramon
don't want
supposed
to
to
stop
get
until we're seeing
advantage on the
fairy
first attack?
dust.
Yes, he gets
It does.
advantage
I
because
gotta
of my
reroll
battle
that
master
first one.
maneuver. I distracted him, which is accurate. Because I just crit stabbed.
That's 24 to hit. So both of them hit. And Ramon
cool.
will dump a Divine Smite into each of those.
Okay.
I get the feeling that Radiant isn't doing too much.
I think the psychic too is also the worst part is Koresh is made of psychic damage, so I mean I'm not sure how well he's gonna do here.
That's fine. I just screwed up.
And I'm seeing the look on Ford's face as he's hearing us talk about this, and just kind of little itty bitty twitches of the lip. He's like, yes, I planned this one well.
Okay. Action, Divine Smite.
I keep flipping a coin out of nervousness. Never mind. My nervousness made me drop the coin.
Okay, so that's another 33 radiant damage.
Okay, cool. It's going to take its last legendary action for this turn, and it's going to basically cast heal on itself. Heals 50 points of damage.
I just used my
Hey! Well, you're a fucking jackass.
One moment.
Not you, Ford. Corey's talking to the fuckhead.
I was about to say, is that Koresh trying to cast counter spell?
No, Corey doesn't have counterspell. I don't think he has counterspell. I wish he had counterspell. I think I need to get that through magical secrets.
Well, I don't
Are
know
they a
why.
he today?
I still have two level 2.
Today at this point, since they got into the bar, he has been a he.
Cool.
Well, no,
Okay.
he was woman before the bar, into the
I'm
bar.
gonna make sure.
Yeah.
A non-binary dragonborn walks into the bar, suddenly
With-
becomes a man.
That it for you, Ramanor?
Making sure I have no bonus action so I can do.
I
think
exist
that's funny.
for one fucking reason, and that's to confuse everybody as to what my fucking gender is at any given point in time.
And just decide you don't have one.
Ramanor is, as a bonus action, going to go invisible.
Ooh.
Bold.
Okay. Okay. And Connor Gloomhand, you are up.
Connor's
Don't get
going
hurt.
to roughly move 15 feet because hallucinatory terrain kind of makes everything double movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's going to move up 15 feet. But he's going to have fun with this. I need a wisdom save of a 16, please.
Sure. Let me, okay. He fails.
He takes 22 necrotic damage from Toll the Dead.
That's if he's undead.
He
Oh, no,
is
he's
not.
already
No,
damage, never
it's
mind.
if
Never mind,
he's
never mind, never mind.
wounded.
Yeah, my brain.
He's good.
thought of
He's
something
good.
else.
He's good. Yeah, he takes that 22 necrotic damage. Yeah.
I hate.
Can you
the way say
describe?
that.
Can you describe how you cast Toll the Dead? I just want to hear you describe it honestly.
If that's how we're doing this, I'm about to have a lot of fun.
As he's running forward, he just snaps his fingers in a quick, like, triple sequence
Yeah.
in order to get a bell vibration out. and that's what actually he said. That's what's heard.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Is that it? Anything else?
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
How dare you think I'm done?
Because for a bonus action, he's actually gonna cast spiritual weapon, which is going to be coming up right behind him
Okay.
as a giant. It's actually gonna be a giant hammer.
Hmm.
For that's an 11. I don't think that hits.
That does not hit.
So
Oh,
yeah,
well.
now he's done.
Okay, cool. From there, up at the top of our initiative order with his 20, Koresh.
Ooh.
He looks deep within your soul, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Pa, 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 pa. It's gonna be shit. That's a 2.
Okay. You feel your heart get grasped for a second, and
Oh.
then you feel it slip away as if nothing happened. You feel perfectly fine. You lose no hit points. And then from there, you kind of hear him click his teeth almost as if, and then he looks around himself and he stomps on the ground, and then it seems almost a portal opens up and 6 hands pull out and wrap around his chest and start to pull him in. Anyone within 10 feet needs to make an athletics check right now. Koresh, you are not within 10 feet of him.
I'm gonna.
15.
Don't like.
Does that save or not?
No, it doesn't.
Then I am going to use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
I swear.
Cannot roll.
A 25.
Ooh, 25. Thank
Okay,
you.
cool. Ramanor, are you close to this sea fury? That's what it is. It's a sea fury.
Don't touch me. I do not consent.
You want me to roll? What was it again?
Athletics check. David, are you within 10 feet?
Oh no! You said that he
That's
ran away.
13.
So
Only
I'm not-
as is.
Okay. As you're the only one that touches that grabs the sea fury as it's trying to escape, and as that happens, I need you now to make a strength saving throw to see if you can see if you can stand your ground.
Oh, come on. Dice gods.
12. The sea fury takes his hand and chops down on you. You take 4 bludgeoning damage, and your hand releases from it, and it's pulled into a portal. And just that quickly, the room goes back to normal as the Border South Tavern. The sea fury is gone.
Ow.
So he's not dead?
Not dead.
Is he still there?
No.
No.
He got yeeted.
Divine sense. I am searching this bastard out.
Okay. You cast Divine Sense, and you sense nothing out of the ordinary.
Within 60 feet?
Nothing.
Rude.
Also, his invisibility dropped.
Okay, cool. Give me an Arcana check, Ramanor.
Can I possibly assist that? Because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on too.
Yeah, sure. Take it with advantage, Ramanor.
13.
13. You notice, Ramanor, that this is kind of like what would be known as like ancient magics, or magics of someone who just really like knows a little too much or has been around for a little too long. And you remember the whole scene as there were 6 hands that came out, and you recognize that to be a coven of hags that saved him.
Rude.
And those are what determination?
Also Faye.
Faye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. Looks like we got more than just one Faye to deal with. That's not good. Not at all.
Damn fucking right, it's no fucking good. We were fucking trying to have a fucking calm conversation and negotiation at that point because considering he was trying to take my face, already took the last breath of the fucking angry one. And apparently this man can't fucking talk to a toddler without making it feel like it's about to get creeped on.
Connor's going to open and then close his mouth because he's going to realize that's actually very true.
I suppose I should have hit sooner, but you know.
Az says nothing as she deactivates her
Oh,
I
by the
froze.
way, just in case y'all didn't fucking see or feel any other shit I did, that motherfucker grabbed my heart. I feel fine. I don't know what it did, but
Since you guys are out of combat, I'll say after Connor and Ramanor both kind of spend some time thinking, you know exactly what happened, and it was using its ability called Death Glare. If Koresh were to be frightened, his hit points would have dropped to 0.
are they passing that information along?
Oh, yes. Yes, Connor is. And Connor's words would be, yeah, from now on, when if we see him again, we all bunch up on Ramanor.
Yeah, it's probably a good plan. Sorry if that all kind of freaked you out. My entire oath is to make sure he's not on our plane. So if I just kind of let him go and made deals with him, I would have been an oath breaker. And I really don't feel like doing that with the Wild Mother. She treats me kind of well.
Is it breaking a fucking oath if you maybe try and recuperate yourself before you decide to smacky smack? Get to know your enemy before you launch yourself into the middle of fucking combat and decide, oh shit, now I can't handle what the fuck's in front of me.
Oh, I had no problem. I was dealing with him just fine.
Hey, Ramanor. Do you see him here right now? Is he on the floor, fucking dead? No?
No?
So, in other words, he still got the fuck away?
Doesn't have to be perfect, and it's not like we could have just held him here.
Okay. So just to clarify, this is more a pure neurotic, terrified, like something fucking touched my heart and I could have fucking died.
Yeah, you
And
could have died.
there was no plan.
You could have fallen unconscious. You wouldn't have died.
I have spared the dying. I would have made sure you didn't die.
Hey, that makes me feel so much bloody better. Hey, well, what now?
Well, if we consider what he said, he's definitely going to come back. Because he's going to want the payments from the two of you.
I don't think he's going to come back. He said he's going to send whatever his collectors or whatever.
He's going to want payment from the two of you. So he's going to come back at some point.
Absolutely, especially when his collectors wind up fucking dead.
Exactly. B, we have the collectors after our asses now.
Yeah, maybe wanting to look around some fucking corners.
We'll make sure of the fact that we take everything out before it gets to us.
Listen, in this city, I'm already kind of a not very well-liked individual, so we're already running tail from them. Now we're running tail from whatever Fey Elder Beast decides to come picking at our fucking bones.
Sounds about right, yeah.
We watch, we wait, and I apologize for my outburst.
You're fine.
But I think now the lesson should be you're not necessarily breaking your oath if you take a second to learn your enemy and take him down when he's weak. If you know they exist and you know where they're gonna be, far easier to take them on than just randomly hitting a random arc fey, just in case. If I'm out of my bounds, I'll fucking shut up right now. But I mean,
No, you have a point. You have a point.
listen, big man, you're a good person. You got a heart of gold, and for some reason, a strange obsession with milk and fucking golf. But sometimes there's a little bit more of a delicate touch that needs to be had. We're good at conversating. We can speak.
As you inspect the scene where you hit this Fae, you see a torn in half note on the seat where the Fae was originally sitting. Pick it up, and all it says is make them, and then there is a B, and that's where the page is cut. And then it's signed STRI. That's all you can see. So make them, and then the letter B, and then it's signed STRI. But you can't tell what the rest of the signature is since it's cut in half.
Well, somebody wants to make us something.
Well, we'll find out eventually at some point.
Right. So, where do we go from here?
Well, let's see. For here, it was getting the feather. Right?
We got the feather.
We got the feather.
We got the second feather. I can't remember what the message from the feather was because it's not in our notes. Do you mind giving me a refresher for it?
What's up?
The second feather that we got, it's not in the notes. I was trying to find it.
I can be found in the crags.
I can be found in the crags.
So yeah, we had to go south.
Is that what we all want to do right now? Is there other pressing business, or is this just my fetch quest?
As it stands, we need to go south. Let's see. There was City of Glane has an issue, but that's somewhere out. Then we have the ability to go to Hammer Falls, which we still haven't actually gone to see what's over there, but that's not anything really within our current requirements. Bygate's gone missing. Everything else we've practically needed to do has been taken care of. So I guess as it stands now, my thing would be we could head down to the crags, figure out this feather, and if we don't, after we deal with that, if we want to, we can actually try out Hammer Falls.
Right.
And then try to find a way to get to Glane however we can to see what's going on over there.
Okay. Well then, if we're all in agreement, no bullshit anyone else needs to take care of. Okay, for just as a question, is there any reason I would have memory of something that happened in the crags? Is there anything that, like, there's a reason why you would know it?
No.
No? Okay. No, just checking. Listen, I don't know how these feathers ended up to me. In fact, I found them simply right before, well, I found my boss line dead. So I have no idea what's going on as much as you do. So I'm not gonna.
The barkeep walks up to you guys. It's like, well, if you're headed to the crags, you might as well go through Seymour first, the city thieves. Sure, there are things there you can stock up on. And he just like looks pretty scared, pretty terrified at this point after having seen all that just happened. He just kind of hands you guys all ale. It says free of charge, and he hobbles to the back.
Connor's gonna look and just say, "Thank you." He's just gonna drink his ale.
Koresh, simply because this barkeep already is kind of keeping his secret for the fact that he is in this fucking town in the first place. He is going to just walk up and say, I know the ales are free, but for the trouble and for the drama. And he goes in and he pulls out 5 gold and places it on the table. Just no else. Take these. Thank you for your time.
He looks at the 5 gold and he like puts it aside. He's like, that's just enough to pay for a ticket to Seymour. How about you take these tickets?
You know, I can't argue with you. And they take the gold back. Have any of them come back, roughing up your shop again? Since I've been gone?
Not since your brother.
Quiet nod. Right. Take care of yourself. And takes the gold, goes back to the group.
As you turn around and walk away, he's like, I wouldn't believe them.
Believe
those,
who?
Those who said they killed your brother. I wouldn't believe them.
It's not who said they killed my brother that made me believe them. It's me watching it happen. So, unless somebody decided to pull some magic fuckery, who's... And there's like the gears are now turning in his head listening to this and like trying to figure out the deciphered meaning. Right, what do you know? You're gonna
that none of them are trustworthy, so I wouldn't waste my time believing what they said, or maybe even what you've seen. You yourself know that there's quite a lot of magic out there. And you can make things seem as if they're not. And he like pulls up his hand, and you can see a tattoo on the front of his forearm start to glow, and then a little miniature sun just kind of shows up in his hand. He's like, you can do a lot of things with magic. And he closes his hand.
Harsh is just gonna nod and turn around and walk back to the group. And he is going to think on this, but not say anything to the group themselves.
Connor's just gonna stand there and try not to eavesdrop because of his high-ass perception.
Oh no, Connor, you heard that entire conversation.
He's trying to be nice. He's trying to be nice about it.
Also, he's holding a gem, so you know what's going through his head too.
Yeah. Connor's gonna look to everybody and just be like, anybody know anything about Seymour? Mainly looking at Az because future knowledge.
I mean, Az has been there many times. It's called the City of Thieves. So Az cut her teeth there as a thief. She's been there. People know her. People don't hate her. So like she could freely walk the streets. But yeah.
Az has this whole time after the fight ended She deactivated her blade, got a drink, and sat down, and hasn't said anything.
Cool. You see a few people walk in. None of them look really very conspicuous, but they're just kind of walking into the tavern to, grab their own drinks and whatnot. And as you dig, Koresh, to put the tickets into your pocket, you actually find a piece of paper that wasn't there before. You pull out the piece of paper and you open it up in your hand, and scribbled onto this piece of paper, it reads, "You have 2 hours."
Right. Kind of hushed tone, trying to keep it a little less conspicuous. So I think we may want to extricate rather fucking quickly, cause I just got this. And he slides the paper into the center of the table. I don't know what it means by we've got 2 hours, but usually when something gives me a fucking time limit, I tend to heed it. We might want to get the fuck out of this town quickly.
Connor's gonna look to the rest and be like, we can head down to Seymour. I have a way to making sure that we can rest during the night. We just keep watch, and
I actually have tickets to get us there.
so
Those are seafaring tickets, so you'll just cross from the city, you'll cross that bay, and go all the way over to Seymour by boat.
We've got to get to the docks.
so let's go then. There's no point in waiting.
You guys walk out of the tavern, and you realize that you're going to have to go to the high-class portion of town to get to the docks.
Koresh is going to snap, and this form begins to shimmer again, and this time Koresh takes the form of a rather burly built female Goliath.
Cool.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're just gonna head over.
All right, cool. So you guys get to that the demarcation line, which is basically a giant wall with a large building in the center. You get there, and you, as saw early in the game, one side seems to be kind of dirty and ratty, as if the northern side of the town, and the other half of the building seems to be very nice, very posh, very clean. And you walk up towards this part of the town, and you find a guard standing there. It's like, "Hold! You must either have a pass or pay the toll."
You're really inconvenient. And she just hands him the money because she's done this before.
He grabs the bag, and without even looking at it, you see a smirk go across his face. This isn't enough.
How much was it the first time? I forget.
How many guards are in the area?
There are two in the room.
Okay, I need a wisdom save of 18, please, from both of them.
One saves, one does not. The one in front of you does not save.
Okay. I do happen to believe it's more than enough. You might want to check the bag again. We're just simply trying to pass through and get to the docks and make our way to Seymour.
He opens the bag, and how much gold did you give him, as?
Whatever she gave last time she was here.
Okay, cool. So you gave him 10. He looks just like, yeah. That's enough. You're right.
Thank you kindly. And you know what? Just a little bit for your troubles, just to try and make this as least conspicuous as possible, so that way the other guy that he knows didn't save isn't tipped off.
Yeah.
He's gonna place another 3 gold in the hand.
Okay, cool. As he steps to the side and lets all of you walk through, you, Connor, you notice the other guard walking up to the guard that failed to save, and you hear him saying, "It's like, how much did you get them for?" And he says, 3. and that's it. You guys walk out, and you're in the the southern side of the town. And now you guys walk into this almost grand area. Every building is made out of polished stone. Things are painted whites, blues, purples, things of that nature, things that give you the royal feel. People walk around even at night as if there is no care in the world, that there's no danger to them. You can see that towards the center of this part of town, there is quite a large, almost castle, and behind this castle sits the docks. From one side of the docks, you can tell it's clearly a cargo area, and the other side of the docks is your loading area where people go to either fly across the pond or the bay, and the other one, and the docks you can see the docks for the cargo can go out and deeper into the sea. What do you guys do?
Right.
Connor's gonna look to them all and just be like, "It is best if we just get the hell out of here as quickly as possible."
We need to find the vessel that's taking everyone else to Salem. We already have the way there. We have the means to get on. We just need to find it.
Do you know the name of the boat?
Is there a name for the boat on the tickets or like something as an identifier?
You look at the ticket, and the ticket reads Admit 1 SS Claude. There's 4 tickets.
Right. The SS Claude. Is there any boats that fit that description? Or at least the name?
You don't know. You're not at the dock yet.
Oh, right. My bad. Right. Well, we must make our way there. And, get there as quickly as fucking possible. Because I don't want to have to be around the posh types for longer than I have to be. Especially since, well, I may
If
have
you
a
shut
silver...
up, then nobody needs to know about it. Anyway, Connor's gonna start heading over to the docks.
All right, cool.
Following.
Sounds good. You guys walk through, and you see people just kind of murmuring back and forth about your little group that's going by, and you hear a woman saying, "Oh, they must be gods." The other one says, "Like, no, they must have bribed their way into this side of town. I wonder what they want." And you can kind of see that there's clearly some type of classism going on here. You pass a little alleyway, and as you pass this alleyway, you can see that there's just kind of a shadow kind of following you along.
A shadow, huh?
And Connor can't pick up more than that?
Nope.
Okay. Connor would definitely relay to the group that they're being tailed. But would still continue his entire pace.
Koresh, in the back of your mind, you realize it's only been about 15 minutes, so you know that you're making time.
Okay. So has Connor pointed out the shadow? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So how far away would you say they are?
About 50 feet.
About 50 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Just to see. Okay. So Koresh is going to in the palm of his hand sort of start scribing out something into the palm, and then you see just a quick across, and just a little itty bit of blood just starts dripping, and he's going to whisper a phrase into the hand, and from 60 feet away, I need that person to give me a wisdom save of 18.
Fail.
Fail? Okay. We are casting Dissonant Whispers at first level. So... where is it?
That is
Oh, I'm in the... It's in the wrong channel,
fine.
too. Hold on. Dissonant Whispers. It is not one of the options. I don't know why that is.
What's Dissonant Whispers do again?
Okay, so Dissonant Whispers. You whisper a discordant melody that only the creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it in terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw or take 3d6 psychic damage. Must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move use
as
its
far
reaction
away
if
as
available
possible.
to move
Okay,
as
cool.
far
Okay.
as its people
It's
allow.
in the
Well-
channel.
Well,
So I'll roll those 3d6.
cool.
That is 12 damage total.
I predicted it was. I was actually going to say let's call it 12 damage, but
And
that's like the average of 3d6.
the phrase that enters the mind of this individual is, you know, it's not polite to walk behind somebody when they're not looking.
Okay, cool. No one senses the presence of this thing.
Because he ran the fuck off.
Yep. So you guys get towards the docks, and you see a few different boats, and you find the one that you're looking for, and you see that there are 2 guards guarding the entrance.
Another 2 guards.
At this point, Connor's just kind of walk back a little bit, letting Koresh go forward because Koresh has the tickets.
Yes. So Koresh is gonna. So we're at the docks. Have we seen the ship yet?
Yeah, you're looking at it. You're looking at it right now.
Okay,
With 2 guards.
cool. So Koresh is gonna walk up first. Sorry, gentlemen, I do have tickets tonight to board this vessel. If you'd be ever so kind to check them and make sure everything is copacetic before we embark.
You grab the tickets, and they clip them and shit. It's for entrance.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And Koresh is just gonna wave them up.
All right. The rest of you catch the wave, and you guys are walking. And now you guys are just kind of sitting in a room that was given to you by your ticket, all alone. From what you can tell, there's no eavesdropping. And you're just waiting for the ship to take off.
Just to make things a little bit easier for us and for the trip, since we're all sharing the same room, right?
Yep.
Connor's actually going to ritual cast Liamon's tiny hut. After they also bolt the door so that way nobody can come in.
As would cast alarm. That one, whatever. Alarm on the door.
Okay.
She does that everywhere she sleeps.
So yeah.
Every-
So alarms outside of the actual hut, and everybody stays inside the hut.
Okay. Yep. Once they get into the room, Koresh is gonna drop the guys. However, when they do revert to what would be considered mostly normal, there is no real identifying features either or way of which gender. And they're just gonna kind of sit in the corner to the right of the door and just kind of watch it.
Well, you'd be inside the hut, so
He'll go inside the hut later. They'll go inside the hut later.
but yeah.
For
At this point, Connor's just gonna be thinking about everything. It's like, I wonder who was trailing us.
Well, there's a couple of options. You either have the collectors, you have somebody who's a mask that's deciding to tail you, as I've seen that's kind of been the case for you people, given how many masks she had around her belt not moments ago.
In my bag now.
Could be somebody after me. There's a lot of different avenues. Because in the short time I've known you, it seems you've made a lot of odd allies and rather complicated enemies.
Sounds like a normal Wednesday.
Aye, that it does. And then Korish is just gonna go right back to staring at the door.
Doing anything? I'm just going to sleep.
Anybody else got anything before we
How long
bug
is this
down?
voyage gonna take?
About 10 hours. So you'll get a short rest. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You'll get a long rest.
No, I'm gonna just. This is nightly prayers and stuff, and lays down to rest on the floorboard.
Okay.
Yeah, Connor's gonna get some rest as well.
Cool. Raminor, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Ooh. Okay. You awake in your dream. You immediately know you're and you see the face of a blackened, old, what seems like almost malnourished woman with stringy hair. And then, as quickly as you see his face wiped away, and you see the visage of the wild mother. Says, she looks at you and she says, "You are my child, and I will protect you as such. Now remember, every god needs their own prayer." And then she just disappears. Just that.
What was the last part?
Every god needs their oath breaker.
Oh, shit.
And that's it. Korish, same thing.
What save, sorry?
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's watch him suck again. I'd say not 1 for a fucking 0. +3, that's 2.
A 3.
+3, that's 2.
You said not 1 for 0, and then it would have
Oh,
plus
yeah,
3,
no,
so
it
3.
would be 3. Sorry, it is 3.
Uh,
Not like it makes much difference.
You wake up and you see the same almost picture is kind of like an old, it seems like a malnourished woman with almost blackened undertone skin with stringy hair. And she looks at you and she says, "I am one of the collectors. And we can collect from you, or you can do something for me. What is your choice?"
What's the term and conditions, lass?
You see, people in Sumo, the city of thieves, seem to be quite unhappy. And we do our best to make them happy. We have pastries that we sell. But we have a specific ingredient that we need to continue to make these pastries work.
And what ingredient is that?
So there's a city of thieves, a slum city, if you will. Lots of orphan children go missing quite often. Do you think you could provide me 6 of them?
Okay, now I know you're off your fucking rocker. I'm sorry. I wanted to take this seriously. I really thought there might be a copacetic way to deal with this, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it for the last time. You're not getting my face, and I'm not supplying you with fucking orphans.
She looks at you and your body goes stiff. With your natural 1, you can't control yourself at all. And she looks and she says, "I take your face for the Strigger, or You provide me the orphans. It's your choice.
You can fucking eat me.
She
Treacherous
smiles.
fucking phrasing, but
She smiles and she says, "Deal." And
oh,
you wake up. Uh, I'll say since this with your nat one and all the other stuff, you can't get back to sleep, and you only get the effects of a short rest.
it's okay. Still got all the bardic inspirations left. Don't have a 6th level spell, but that's fine.
And you guys wake up. Everybody wakes up. It's it's early morning. The sun is just breaking the horizon. You can see the city of Sumor across the sea. You know that you're not far away from docking. You can, as you look out the window towards the city, you can see that the city is made up of mostly rickety driftwood. You can see people of all ages kind of running around and things of that nature. What do you guys do?
Orish is huddled in a corner right now, kind of rocking back and forth. Eh,
Seeing that the Connor's actually gonna be a little bit worried and be like, Koresh, are you okay?
Sure, I'm fucking great. I had a collector come and knock on my fucking mine door last night and decide to tell me that she wanted me to steal orphans or give her my face. And then I told her to eat me and she said okay. So at this point, the fuck is going on anymore?
I'll say you also remember that she said she take your face for the Striga. The Striga.
Yeah, oh, by the way, something called the fucking Striga. Don't know what the fuck that is, but at least we know what the fucking name was at the bottom. A fucking note.
Connor, you know very well what a Striga is. It's almost like a pseudo vampire.
um, hmm. Great. We have a possible vampire to deal with also.
Amonor will step over to Koresh and cast Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Is there any conditions or diseases or anything?
Nothing that you can gather.
Okay. Well, at least it'll make him feel a little bit better.
By the way, just for David, for our friend Connor, the repeated phrase you hear running around in Korish's brain is fuck, 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 fuck.
But Ramanor, as you do walk up to Koresh and cast Lesser Restoration, I guess Connor and Ramanor both. Since you cast the Lesser Restoration and Connor, just because you have a high passive perception, and Koresh, I'm going to say you didn't notice this because you've just been freaked out this entire time. There seems to be a very thin vine wrapped around his wrist.
On Koresh's wrist.
Yes.
Noticing that, Connor's gonna go double check Ramen or two to see
Okay.
if there's anything on him.
Nothing.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Koresh actually has a vine wrapped around his wrist, which might be a sign of
Actually, this one it has stuff on it.
Koresh.
Probably a hag or something like that. They tried to visit me last night, but I think the Wild Mother protected me from them, so...
Koresh, you hear... Gosh, I hate this. You hear your little brother's voice. And all it says is, I love you.
That's only in his head, right? Connor doesn't
Yep.
get that.
Yeah. Connor can't get that. No.
Okay, making sure because
Is this an indicator? Can I put two and two together and figure out if this is like him contacting me out of just the blue, or is this some fucking Fae collector bitch trying to fuck with me?
Give me a wisdom check.
Ford, this is why I was scared. I friggin' knew it. That's a 17.
You can tell that this is actually your brother, but you also know that it does have something to do with the collectors.
Bitch. I might have to make that fucking deal. I might have to make that deal. And that's the only thing they're hearing as like he's like they're just fucking sitting here like neurotic panic.
Mhm.
okay. In the case of a deal, we'll deal with it. We will move forward if it's a necessity.
Look,
Okay.
Bloomhand, I know you fucking notice things far better than most. So I'm guessing you heard a bit of that fucking conversation last night.
Did I?
not.
I didn't, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh. I thought you said he did.
That was in your
Okay.
dreams.
No, not that conversation. The
No,
one
you
at the
just-
bar.
Oh, the one at the bar. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. What about that conversation?
They have him.
Who exactly has him? Because at this point, it could be somebody.
The big scary Fae folk.
I was really hoping you wouldn't say that because then
I fucking
we
wish
could
I
have
wasn't.
actually gone and just possibly found a way to break him out of wherever they have him. Okay. Alright, so. Their brother is probably being held by the collectors. I'm taking it, right? Possibly, maybe.
This is, by the way, this is the first time they're hearing about this, so they're just fucking sitting here being
Oh, you're asking me if his brother is being held by the collectors?
No. This is Connor to.
This is what I'm gathering. I heard his voice say "I love you," and then there was something off about it, something different, and it felt like that Fae fuck from the fucking tavern.
You didn't catch any fear in your brother's voice. It was very calm.
There was no fear though. There was nothing other than just those words and the feeling. I don't like this. I fuck me.
Connor's gonna sit there for a minute. So he's gonna look at Ass for a second. Do you think we could possibly trap them? Make them show themselves. Bring his brother. Take them all out at once and then save him?
You're asking for a lot at once. But he wants to make a deal. And he wants to make it very badly, it seems. Make it look like we're actually giving him what he wants. And we have a chance. We just need leverage.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. We didn't have 5 seconds in that fight before the fucker decided to bath. Now look, I know I haven't known you for very long, but it's clear y'all have something going on that is far bigger than anything I've ever fucking dealt with. I'm not even sure how fucking true it is, but I'm trusting them because these two trust you. And because you said some weird shite that was already making me think about everyone else here apparently having a do-over and me sitting here wondering why the fuck I didn't. And now I'm hearing the voice of my biggest fucking mistake calling for me. Fuck the trap. I'm making the fucking deal.
As even or odd.
Let's go odd.
Even.
Sad.
What's the
temptation
point?
To use the temptation to use my one role right now. I've held on to that so tightly. This feels important.
Look, at this point, two of us have already made a deal and made payments. At least if I give mine up, it means we only have one set of collectors to deal with in terms of Romanor. Because I know for a fact that you're not making that deal, and I'm not going to ask you to.
I don't know. I'd definitely make another deal if need be. I got no problem.
As far as you're all concerned, for the most part, I'm a fucking nobody. I just joined. I'm that random fuck you picked up that makes a lot of fucking dick jokes. Fuck this. And
Hold up. Az speaks up. She hasn't really said much since yesterday. She doesn't look at them when she says it. And she goes, even though the 10 years from before are gone, and things are starting again, I have to say, I don't think anybody is nobody. At least not when it comes to this group.
Connor's gonna nod in agreement.
That you wanting to use your deja vu die?
Fine, we're gonna use it, and I'm gonna call odds again. Let's see how this goes.
It was odd.
I was gonna cry if it didn't work.
Your eyes, you guys see Az's expression kind of glaze over. Connor, you've seen this before. You can tell Az is removed. As you see the back of a stone throne. Next to the throne sits a table, and you see almost a small hand reach out and grab a glass of what seems to be very thick red wine, and the hand transforms into a different hand, and then sips, and then a third hand drops and puts the glass back on. You can tell that each time that hand changed was not that it was a different being, but the same being changing. You don't see a face, you just see that.
Yeah, I think the player thinks she knows what's going on. Az has no idea. Does she come out of it?
Yep.
She just inconvenient timing.
What did you see? Oh, and she froze.
Oh no!
Nothing I think is important for the moment.
Okay.
Nope, there she is. She's back.
Yep. I
Don't think it's
watched it.
important.
I watched it happen. I was like, there we go. It's been happening all night. Welcome to I'm in a motel in
It's okay.
Arizona and Wi-Fi is unstable. Nothing
Okay.
I think is important for the moment.
Korish is just gonna look at Az for a second, and it's since it's very uncharacteristic for what he knows of Az for her to say something like that in any way to him.
Oh, it is. It is. And there's a yeah.
Ramen is sitting there looking proud.
God.
They're
You can do something violent to make to even this out. The world is in imbalance. He can't be proud of her.
then
Just go steal something.
there's a second of pause before Korish just kind of looks up at Az. Well then, let's hope the fucking gods favor me. And they are going to.
And we go to a break. I got you. All right. Yeah. So that's our TV show commercial break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Yeah, we'll see you guys in a few. Thanks for being here. Stick around, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay. Thanks so much, guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, we're back. Hey Shaq,
Okay.
you want to give our social media spiel?
Always. Per the usual, here's my peppy time. Yo, we've got socials. If you're not already there, go. We have a link tree that is sitting up here on our Twitch profile. You'll be able to find it. On there, we've got our Instagram where we post updates and stuff, TikTok where we post updates, but also just fun little things and interactions for you guys. We also have our Discord server that recently opened up. If you're not already there, go ahead and join us. The invite link is also in that link tree. We have like just a community set up for everything Twisted Perceptions and just D&D nerds in general. If you want to learn D&D and you're new to it, this is a great place to do it. We also have a text role play section, which is another great way of learning how to play D&D. It is optional, but it's a fun way, and you get to interact in the world of Ashirma that we are in now in this campaign, but in the future. So everything that happens here is canon and in the past of what's going on in our current role play.
I can attest to the whole roleplay server learning how to play D&D simply because it's the only reason I'm able to play D&D now.
I played in one campaign and joined RP servers a few months later, and this is how I've learned to do things since and alongside of campaigns. It's a great thing. It's a great resource. But anyway, just come hang out with us. We're in the server. You'll get to interact with us. You'll get to interact with characters we have in roleplay. You also just get to hang out with us in voice chats, and we're going to run events, and we're going to do things. It's where our first updates go up on anything Twister Perceptions. And last but definitely not least, our Patreon. If you want to support us, Patreon. We've got 3 options. We're fairly cheap, and we want to use the money to like come and play D&D together in person one day and stream that to you guys. So that'd be really cool. You get special roles and special access to things from Twisted Perceptions, depending on your level of patronage, such
And
as higher ups you get stuff.
We also have our fellow friend from Canada. So now we are going to need even much more money to help you get to the states.
Get your butt here.
Listen, I'm trying. Until Canada releases its COVID restrictions, I'm kind of stuck.
It's fine.
Hell.
Maybe you first. Oops.
Yeah. That's
I mean, yesterday I was about an hour and a half away from James. I was in Detroit, Michigan. So
Yeah, it's great. Get me the fuck out of here.
So yeah, come join us. There's a lot of fun things. All of us in this campaign met through a text RP server, and now we're here doing a stream campaign. If you like my dungeon mastering style, I will be DMing 1 or 2 games inside of the Ashirma server. If you like the way these guys play characters, I'm sure they will be playing characters in games every now and again. And I'll probably get the chance to play a character in the game, as well as everyone else here will get the chance to DM. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Don't worry. The chaos ensues regardless of where you are. That's what we do best.
It's true. All right. Koresh, what were you about to do?
All right. Well, Koresh, after the whole, well, then may the gods favor me, is going to open the latch on the door. Well, no, before they do that, they're going to cast their whole shifty body shit. And they are going to become, what do I want to go with? You know what? We're going to have fun with this. A nearly as tall as Raminor bugbear. However, with curves all in the right places, exactly where they're needed.
Are you saying Ramonor doesn't have curves in the right places, sir?
Darling, not the kind that I have.
Are you turning into a MILF bugbear?
Yes, he did.
Yes, think Lisa Ann, but with more hair.
Who the fuck is Lisa Ann?
You almost made me
Don't
choke
look-
on my potatoes.
don't
How
look
dare
it up.
you?
Don't look it up. Don't do it. I'm warning all of you. Don't listen to me.
As has no curves as far as anyone can tell under that armor.
Anyways, so transforms, goes outside, And at this point, kind of realizing that whatever these things fucking are, will probably just be able to recognize them whenever the fuck they want. Well, you've got my attention. May as well show yourselves. I want to talk.
Connor's just going to. Wonderful. That exact motion, just rubbing the bridge of his nose, just like wondering, like, why? What the hell did he do? And then he's just gonna kind of follow Koresh just to make sure the fact that he at least has some backup.
A little girl walks up to Koresh and hands her a piece of paper, or hands them a piece of paper. The piece of paper reads yes or no, and then the little girl hands Koresh a pen.
Which side of this argument am I agreeing to? Is it the children or my face?
She points at your face.
Immediate grabs the pen.
When you check,
Yes.
the little girl nods and walks away. You see the piece of paper in her hand begin to glow. And then you can feel as if everything you've ever thought you were start to drift away. And then right before Connor's eyes, you revert back to your original form, knowing that you are unable to change the way you look.
Now, Ford, are we talking...
Your changeling form, yes.
Well, this was not the plan.
Okay.
I'm gonna be having to change your stat sheet. Anyways.
Connor's gonna walk up to Koresh calmly and just not really looking at him, well, them, in order
Yeah,
to.
by the way, there is no defining features any which way. Platinum blonde hair with ghostly white skin. Just straight up, if somebody dipped a fucking person in platinum blonde dye, that is what you're looking at.
Connor's just gonna stand next to Koresh and just be like, "Don't worry, we'll get your face back." They may think for now that they have one over on us. We're not gonna let it sit.
I don't care about my face. I just want my brother back.
I
And then
understand.
Korish is gone, walking off, and already producing from a bag a rolled, what appears to be a cigarette, but definitely probably isn't. Lights it, and is just smoking, sitting on wherever the bow of the ship would be.
You hear your brother's voice again say that he loves you.
You fucking better.
Connor, thinking back to what you saw, you give me an Arcana check.
We're gonna have some fun with this. Because I actually have some.
That's a 10!
That vine on his arm is a specific type of root. You don't know what it does particularly, except that it attaches itself to someone. And you know that it has yet to become attached to Koresh fully. You don't know what stipulations need to be met. But you know once it attaches, it's not going anywhere.
Was it magical in nature or?
Yep,
Okay.
it's a magical item.
Actually, thinking on that, because clearly it would be something not normal. Can Chorus try to use Dispel Magic on the root to try and take it off?
Sure, you can try.
Okay. And they are going to cast it at, let's see. Fuck it. We'll cast it at a 5th level.
Nothing happens. This is a physical object. It's not just a. It's not just magical.
Okay. So is the does
Magic is not gone. No. You can tell that this is a magical item, not an enchanted item.
Can I try to take it off?
Sure. You pull it off. It comes clean off.
Let me see if I have something for this real quick. Uh, nope, he doesn't have. They don't have nothing to burn it with. So, bloop into the drink.
Into the drink.
Yeah, fuck it. They're tossing it right overboard. Not like
Oh,
they
okay.
want to keep it.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
And just still smoking.
All right, cool. Anyone else doing anything? Ramanor, Az?
I was just making sure his spells are prepared.
All right, cool.
Az is just sitting there, wherever. We're still in the room, right?
Yeah, you two are still in the room.
She's just sitting there, definitely contemplating what she can do to make Romanor stop looking proud.
Connor, you definitely didn't know that he was a changeling. You had your hunches, but now it makes sense.
Yeah. Connor would try to follow the kid.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. You're telling this little girl, and you can see that the piece of paper has the face of a dragonborn on it now. And she rolls it up and puts it in a little glass bottle and just drops it overboard.
Can I? I'm trying to think of what the best way to get it back.
You feel the ship crash to a halt. You're officially at the docks.
Have I actually used the spiritual weapon in order to make it a net to catch that bottle?
Yes, give me a dexterity check.
Okay.
For some clarification, even though they can't change via changeling
17.
abilities, can they still benefit from spells that would alter their appearance, like disguise self and things
Yep.
like that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Just
You
wanted
just,
to be.
you just lose your changeling trait. That's all.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yes, that works. You catch the bottle.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that bottle back to him. Yeah.
Okay. You see a pale-faced woman come out of the water. She says, "That is my payment."
And
She climbs aboard the ship and stands sopping wet about 30 feet away from you.
Would passive perception of 17 see any of this shit?
No, you're on the opposite end of the ship, my friend.
Fair enough.
How about you use the stone and necklace and
oh
things? And
no!
friend?
He's calling everybody now. He's just like, hey, everybody here's. So I stopped Koresh's payment from getting to one of the collectors, and they're on the ship now. I am currently midship, and she's about 30 feet from me. So if all of you will gladly hurry over here now. I would
The,
greatly appreciate that help.
the moment he
Son
said
of
got the
a
payment,
bitch.
Az was up and running.
Cora is just going to silently swear to themselves before fucking booking it over. And on the way is casting at 5th level Bigby's hand, and they are going to write it.
New.
What exactly was said?
I have a collector in front of me who took Koresh's payment and they want it back. I would greatly take the help in order to get rid of at least one of our problems.
Mom, no one you as well.
Okay. By the way, I'm
It-
casting it right now as an interposing hand.
Cool. The
Got
sea
it.
hag pulls seaweed over herself. And
Tag.
you see the face of the first vampire you ever faced, Connor. And I need you to roll me a con save
Oh, okay.
against being frightened. Against being frightened.
Ah, lovely.
We needed the furbolg.
We need the furbolg, but the furbolg ain't there yet. That's a 19, sir.
You're perfectly fine. You remember you killed that vampire.
Because of that, he's going to, in all actuality, just be like, "Oh, lovely, you're back." And he's going to use. Can you please give me a dex save of 16?
Makes.
Ah, damn it. Okay, never mind then. This doesn't actually work anyway. Just trying to go for Sacred Flame, but that's okay because I still have Spiritual Weapon up. Would just be a level 2 spell because it wouldn't do anything. 22 hit.
22 does hit.
So she takes 7 damage.
Okay.
And he's gonna kind of like hop back like another like 15 feet. Be like, no, 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 no. No. You may think this is yours, but it's really not. So now he's 45 feet from her.
Sounds good. She refrains from trying to fully engage you in battle.
Oh.
She says, "You are not what I'm looking for. Your payment has been paid in full. This one has agreed to pay me, and that's what shall be done. Now return his payment to me."
Yeah, you see, that's the problem. He agreed, but I kind of like him the way he was. So therefore, no.
When do we get there?
You are getting there now, right as Connor says no.
Koresh has a speed of, I think it's 60 right now with Bigby's hand.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're there.
Okay.
Some of Koresh
So-
definitely heard my comment.
Ramanor?
Oh yeah.
Romanor will look between everybody and look at this hag. Grovel. Cast command.
What level?
3rd.
Whack
What's it
that
say?
bitch.
15.
Oh,
Oh, actually, no, sorry. It's just 1st level. Not targeting more than one person. So, wisdom save of 15.
Fails. She goes prone on the ground.
Az stops about 10 feet behind Connor, sends a mage hand over, and just Give me the bottle.
Oh yeah, nah, that bottle just be like,
And she takes it and runs.
You're running away from Koresh.
no, you should,
Koresh is there.
yeah, you should
No,
definitely
no,
run.
that's no. She's doing the right thing. Get it
All right,
away
cool.
from the angry hag.
Okay, cool.
Romanor will step up to the hag because the hag has to waste her next turn and remain prone.
Okay. Koresh really quickly, however. Let's see. Since okay, so Koresh as they come up is going to actually jump off of Bigby's hand, and now it's going to switch into the clenched fist, and it is going to punch that bitch back into the fucking ocean where the fuck she belongs. So it is I think it's a melee spell attack, right?
Sure. Yeah. It
Just
is.
trying to make sure. Where is it? Just trying to make sure that I do this right. Yeah, melee spell attack. Okay. So
Can Romanor hit at the same time?
Sure.
Ooh. He's going to bonus action Searing Smite at 3rd level.
what? That
And then make his swings.
oh, that's in notes. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Okay, so that was a 19 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
That does not hit. That's a 9.
That does not hit.
Okay.
You're rolling with 8. So that's 15. The regular. Let me look at Searing Smite real quick. It takes 3d6 fire. 14 fire damage. And then okay, at the start of its turn. He's going to dump a 3rd level smite in there as well. I think that's 48.
How do you want to kill the hag?
How do I want to kill it?
Yeah.
Well, with 24 and then whatever James is doing, we're going to work together. How about this, James? You lift her into the air, still in a prone kind of situation, and he's going to just kind of go knock her into the ocean.
Skeet shooting. I love this. Okay, baseball pitch. Like straight up, this hand grabs the hag, rolls it into a ball, and pitches this shit.
Okay, cool.
We'll clock it.
Sounds cool. You, with your hammer, you knock and splat all against your hand. That's it. She falls limp on the floor.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's one of them out of the way.
Connor's going to
5
let,
more.
no, the hag's dead.
You hear in Az's head, I hate the taste of paper.
The what?
What?
She says she hates the taste of paper. We pan over to Az in the room. She took the paper out of his wallet and decided to swallow it.
Welcome.
I need you to make a Constitution check.
What did you do?
She went
17.
shrink. Oh,
You made the save. I didn't expect you to make the save. As okay. As I need you to add to your character sheet that you are now able to change shape twice per long rest. Every time you change shape, you will take 2d10 damage. And while your body is trying to acclimate this, you're going to take 10d10 damage.
Oh, joy. Right now?
Yeah.
You want me to roll that or you want to roll that?
Oh dear God.
Take 37 points of damage.
oh,
Ouch.
Why? Why didn't
I
you just follow the paper?
understand already why.
I don't.
Oh God Almighty!
Oh, Koresh is gonna be pissed.
That's not what she was thinking that would do, but okay.
Koresh isn't gonna know that.
Koresh, you don't know what's happening, but as eats the paper and it hits her stomach as it starts to digest, you feel your body go back to feeling how it was.
So
What?
Koresh is back to normal now.
Koresh, now you don't get your unlimited shape changes. You are only able to shape change 3 times per long rest, without any damage repercussions.
So he gets it back.
Partially,
Okay.
yes.
No, that I.
Now you can't be mad at me.
So you basically split your ability, and as it takes damage because she's not used to it.
As throws up.
Oh God. Okay.
If
No,
they come back
that's
to the
fine.
room, they just find her kneeling on the floor and like gagging.
Yeah, Connor would have been like, "What?"
They aren't gonna be all
And
that
he
mad.
just runs. Connor just books it without even saying anything else to anybody. He just runs. It's like, what the fuck?
As you do not know that you're able to change shape.
I figured.
Connor's gonna run up to her and be like, "What the hell did you do?"
She kind of mm,
And he's gonna
takes a
use
couple moments to like pull herself together and looks up as she wipes her mouth. I ate it.
Hey, you did what now?
And she like slowly gets up. I ate the contract.
Ramonor comes back in now.
Koresh is right behind.
The first words that anybody hears out of Connor's mouth at this point is, "Why, when giving it back would have been easier?" Okay. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. At least they don't have it. We will deal with it.
I'm sorry. She did fucking what now?
You're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You're you're fine, right? You're good? You feel okay?
Your contract is done. That's all she says.
I mean, I'm back to my good old self, so I mean, I can't rightly complain. Uh, I don't feel anything different, correct? Just like,
Nope. You get more and more tired. The more you change now, though. So if you change, you're gonna feel tired.
okay, okay.
Connor is gonna pump a level 3
Hmm.
healing word into Az, and all he's gonna
Uh,
say is, "Mend the wound."
let me see. Uh,
Ramanor
So
will
that's 12 points of damage healed
Ramanor will take up whatever is left. So
well,
that's what
Healing?
25.
of healing for
I was
Az.
gonna,
I'm like, are you that mad at her?
I
What?
was gonna do
No,
some
he's just
healing
making
too.
sure the
Shit,
fact
but if
that
Ramanor's gonna make up the difference,
Yeah, I mean he still has 30 points of lay on hands after he's done with this.
no,
Take
that's
another
fair.
take another 25 there, and he will boop Az on the nose once more.
Sneezes.
But no,
She's
Connor
good.
isn't.
She's at her max. She's fine.
Connor's not
Kind of
mad at
just
her or anything. It's just he wants to make sure the fact that she's fine. Like, there's
mhm.
no repercussions or anything.
You don't feel any different as.
I'm fine. It's not the first time I've done that either.
Ramanor leans down and boops her
I'm
on the
going to
nose.
start questioning you and paper from now on at this point. If it's not the
Uh,
first time.
Chorus, you have
believe
something? Chorus,
fact.
you have something?
Harsh is just gonna look to Az. There's like a bit of actual like bewilderment, like just, and then kind of looks to the rest of them. It's like, you gave your payments. Why? Listen, it's not that I'm not grateful or nothing, but they might have someone important to me. I was willing to give that up.
Okay,
They
first
give
of
them to
all,
you.
Hey, they took your payment and probably let him go. Technically, you paid it. They just sucked at actually giving the payment to the right people.
Az looks at them and just, I don't know you yet. I didn't do this for you. I won't put the other two in danger. You will earn my protection as the others did.
Connor's just gonna look at him straight, be like, simple. I didn't want you paying it, so I stole it.
I mean, I think he's doing a pretty good job. They is it they?
Yes, it's there.
Huh. Well, they did a pretty good job. Gave that hag a good old one too. So it's gone. We got
As
like
if
5 more maybe.
there's a second and a snap, and what David saw when the payment was made now stands before both Az and Ramanor.
Hmm.
Then perhaps I start here.
Az just kind of, ah, okay. There's plenty of changelings in the mercenary. This comes in handy.
Um, Koresh,
Yes.
when changing into yourself, even this, you feel almost exhausted from doing that, as if like it took more out of you than it ever has.
Okay. And if it's hitting like that, then it's definitely gonna show just a bit that there's a bit of waviness. Connor, you heard this. You know that noble I decided to make fun of and then sleep with said noble's wife.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted my head. Instead, they took my brothers. And I hid on the sideline and I watched. I I was a fool. And I know half of this shit doesn't matter to you right now.
Connor's gonna put his hand onto Karash's shoulder. Just give it a slight squeeze. And he's looking him in the eyes, gonna say, "It doesn't matter what may have happened before you met us. What you did, why you did it. None of that really matters to me. You are now part of this group. You are now part of this team. So therefore, I will not let any harm come to you. If you think, you believe, with the deepest part of your heart, the fact that your brother lives, I will do what I can to protect you and save your brother. But this is my word. I will not speak for Az, nor will I speak for Romanor.
You can speak
They're-
for me all you want. I don't care.
Never mind, I speak for Romanor."
You speak for me, you see where this sunblade goes. Where the sun usually doesn't shine.
So, when you agreed to come with us, any problem that you have became our problem. So, the way I see it, the way things stand, we have a brother to find, to save. We also have a couple sea hags, that sea fury, to deal with. Because I gave up my price in order to make sure that Az wasn't the only one. You're part of this, I make sure you survive. I make sure you come out of it fine. My plan? We deal with the sea hags, we deal with the sea fury, we kill them all, we find the actual contracts, and we take them back. Simple.
He's gonna reach out and then smack him upside the head.
And Connor's going to flinch. Connor's head is going to drop from it, and he's just going to look at it like, I was having a moment here. It was working, and now...
There's a solid chuckle that comes out of him. There's
It's a dumb move.
Oh, like giving up your last breath wasn't a dumb move either.
I had my reasons.
Once again, you are part of this group. I'm not letting you do that.
And what did it serve you to lose what you gave?
Oh, actually pretty simple, really. Because, as it stands, we kind of forget one thing. You know? They were in a bottle. I can try to see if I can use locate object. See if it is nearby. Or tomorrow, if need be, simply done, I can just use locate creature. Try to find your brother based off of your description of him. If he's within range of it, maybe.
I can always try and ask the Wild Mother. She might be able to help.
I could always ask my god as well. But I'm trying to figure out ways to actually use everything to our benefit. Choice is yours, Koresh. Do I go with locate object? Try tomorrow with locate creature? Or do we go with divinity?
If I'm honest,
Right here is when we want to lose end our episode for today.
okay.
Yeah. Ah!
I was
How
waiting
dare.
for that. I was so waiting for that.
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Why did
Wow.
you grab the bottle?
Wow.
Why did he grab the bottle?
No, I
Sorry.
get it. I
Wow.
get why he did it. Just why?
How? Wow.
Ford was expecting any of that.
No.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
No.
Did you expect Hag to get obliterated in one turn?
Yeah, I expected you to kill the hag. It's
I don't
it's
think
a
he
sea,
expected the bottle or
it's a-
paper
it's a-
being eaten.
it's a sea hag. Sea hags are fairly weak, compared to you guys anyway.
You
Just
gave him a good
wow.
old 1-2.
Yeah,
Toss him up
Yeah,
and smack him
we
away.
just pissed off an entire face syndicate at this point.
I mean, because
So-
as
really
a
pissed
dungeon
him off.
master, like I could have just said, "Oh, you ate the contract. The contract is null and void, and Koresh gets their powers back." But I feel like that just seems too easy.
Yeah. No, listen, I liked it. I liked that twist. That was fucking really cool.
Wow,
I like that.
Don't we love dungeon masters who think on their toes?
Oh,
Yes.
dude. Oh, jeez, man, that was intense as fuck. So fucking quickly.
I very much wanted Az to take much more damage. I'll be honest.
You might have dropped her if
Huh?
you had done too much more.
Huh?
You might have dropped her if you had done too much more since she had taken damage earlier.
I was high key
No,
hoping
missed
I
it.
would have dropped her.
No,
Ramanor,
she's got 81.
Okay.
I feel like at some point is gonna have to like explain a little bit of like why he follows his oath so devoutly, but also the not willing to give up happiness. And I feel like he's gonna toss a joke in there. It's just like, I mean, I'm the only happiness this group's got.
And they're just gonna go with it because that's pretty freaking true.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
Yeah. We're really good at making traumatized characters, and Riley somehow comes into this shit with just the biggest bean anyone's ever seen in the history of ever. Big happy cow man.
You do realize what his name means, right?
What does his name mean?
You'll have to learn.
I mean, technically, out of character, I do know, but I'm not letting them know.
Nah, I'm
Yeet.
just glad of the fact that that all worked.
Oh my god, man, that was some clutch shit. It was tight. Ooh.
It's also canon. This isn't the first time Az has eaten a contract to get rid of it. There's no evidence anywhere. It's just gone.
Now it'll come back in about 3 or 4 days, but it won't look the same.
It's okay. Connor knows that there's a Striga somewhere, and that will not be a fun fight, I'm sure.
I have
I'm
my
sure
theories
Ramanor knows
based
what
on-
a sugar is.
Yeah,
have
I
my
would
theories
assume that
based
Ramen
on
knows
out
what
of
Striga
character
is.
knowledge, but like,
Even then, Connor would have actually explained what a trigger is to the group, so.
And then what's behind the Striga,
So by the way, it's interesting that this is all Fey shit when technically changelings are Fey as a creature type.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having too much fun. This is all good.
So, like, it depends on the being itself, whether or not it's here to cause chaos and problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one that's coming after us is here to do that. So he's like, nah, you're getting sent back to either your plane or you're dying here on ours.
I'm gonna play golf with every one of your heads until you're finally dead.
Well, to
Or
all of
baseball.
our viewers, thanks for sitting through this with us. And we'll gladly see you next time.
Take care, guys.
See you
Thanks
next
for
week,
being here.
Vax.
Grab yourself some cookies and milk, and we'll see you next time.
Enjoy, guys.
Bye.